Shockingly unsigned. Profar goes pitching. The game of baseball. Xander Bogaerts and a called strike three. Didi Gregorius swing and a tapper right side, and Rodriguez hopping off the mound does it all himself for the Netherlands. Down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and that's going to be extra bases into the corner for Yadiel Mujica as Guibert flying around third base is getting the wave in there, and Cuba is onto the board with the first run of the 2023 World Baseball Classic and a 1-0 lead in the second. 34 games with the Chicago Cubs. Talk about that aggressiveness. Chadwick Tromp got a great pitch on 2-2. Baltimore back in 2013. Some time with the Milwaukee Brewers. Double in the second. That'll get one across for Cuba. It's an RBI ground out for Yadiel Mujica. 3 straight Ks. Robert crushes this one into the alleyway in left center. That's extra bases. One hop off the wall. Luis Robert Jr., welcome to the Classic. Trying to get Arrubarena to start the 7th. The 3-2 is tagged to center, and that's down for a base hit, and it gets all the way past Deluzio to the wall. Flying around second base, Arrubarena will dig for third. He's got himself a leadoff triple. Pitch grounded out through the middle, of base hit, and Cuba is onto the board. An RBI single for Lorenzo Quintana. Left side, oh, what a diving catch by Yoan Moncada. And he drives this one down the right field line, slicing toward the stripe. It's fair, and we're all tied up. And the first pitch of day number 3 is bunted first base side, and it is a leadoff bunt single for Roel Santos. 2-2 pitch. In the air, right center field. Tracking it toward the alleyway is Ramos and Castillo. It's down, and the veteran comes through. An RBI double for Alfredo Despaigne in the first, and the all-red clad Cubans are in the lead, 1-0. Rounder over 2/3, could be 2. Moncada to second for 1. Mujica on the return throw, 5-4-3. Over the last couple of years. Fly ball to right center field. Another long run for Ramos and Castillo, and that's down into the gap. It is a 1-out double for Yadir Drake, and Cuba in business with a man in scoring position again here in the second. For Yadiel Mujica. Mujica sends this one down the line, and that slices and touches down foul. Man, that was very, very close, and Yadiel Mujica just missing extra bases. That is about as close as it gets on the line. It's a fair ball. Wow, that is a fair ball. So that's going to be a double, and a run will score this lead, 2-2. Dawn on strikes. Christian Bethencourt is retired, and Panama leaves a pair in scoring position so quickly, thankfully. And a swing and a miss as redemption. Drake left field, down for a base hit. In to score Arrubarena. Martinez on his heels will hold at third. Bases remain loaded. Big at bat right here. Liner into center field. Ramos has it in his sights. Catch made. Tagging at third. Martinez. Throw from that 70-grade arm is up the line, and Cuba has tied it up in the 6th. 2-1, and he does so as he rifles it through the right side. An RBI single. Moncada comes through. 5-4 Cuba in the 6th. And man, he almost took out Roel Santos. That thing was a bullet. Down to right, that's going to get in for a base hit. Around third base and scoring easily is Santos. Moncada to second. RBI single for Robert. They're coming through. So we'll go to work against Yadiel Mujica. Right side, it is past Santa Maria and on into right. In from third is Arrubarena. Guibert scores from second. A 2-run knock for Yadiel Mujica on the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And there it is, down the left field line. That's going to add at least 2 as Yoan Moncada comes through once more. A 3-hit day for Moncada. He drives in a pair. A 6-run lead in the 7th for Cuba.
Got confidence back.
Arauz to first. Ball game. Cuba is into the win column with a breakout offensive performance.
10th man, this crowd. How big of an impact they've made.
And that is strikeout number 1 for Leyva as Chung went around.
Different man relationship with this crowd.
Called strike 3. Yu Chang is retired. 6 combined strikeouts in their 2 wins. Swing and a miss, and there is 1. 2 hits in those first 2 games. Moncada, deep drive left center field. Back on it, Chen reaching out, and that'll hop up over the fence. And it's a 1-out ground rule double for the White Sox third base. First and second for one of the greatest hitters in the history of international baseball, and he delivers immediately. Alfredo Espagne to the gap in right center. It'll plate Moncada. It will score Robert. It is a 2-run double, and Cuba is onto the board first. A 2-0 lead.
Elimination game.
Fly ball in the air and well struck to center. Back on it is Jishen Chen. Warning track. Wall leaping. It's gone! Aruba Reina comes through, and Cuba has stunned this ballpark into silence. It's 4-0. So much about Chinese Taipei's ability to rally from that opening day loss. Cuba was 0-2, 3-2 coming to Wong. And a swing and a miss as Leiva has 4 strikeouts on the way to Moncada. Crushed deep to right. Yoan Moncada leaving the yard.
He missed the fastball before in the 3-1 count. Then he gets another one, which is up in the strike zone, and didn't miss it.
Second for Cuba, and he clubs this one into the gap in left center. And that'll get down for a leadoff extra base knock as it's cut off out there by Jishen Chen, and a leadoff double for Yadir Drake. Santos goes hacking and lines one into left field, a base hit. He's gonna have another RBI if Drake can find his way to the plate, which he does, and Cuba makes it a 7-0 lead. 1-2. On the ground to second, knocked down there, and the throw to first is in time, and Cuba explodes out of the first base dugout. 7-1 winners to wrap up their Pool A's day in Taiwan.
The 1-2 drops off, and Glendening strikes out swinging.
As he got hot.
Moncada hit hard the other way. Left field and deep. Boyarski will jump, cannot make the catch. It's off the top of the wall. Santos will be held up at third base. A stand-up double for Moncada. 1-2. Rip left side, backhanded by Wade. He gets Robert, but Santos scores to tie the game. 1-5-4. Ninth pitch of the AB to Canelli, driven to left field. Oh, what a catch and left by Santos! Spun around, put the glove up, and brought in the first out of the 5th. Espagne, shot to right, Canelli makes the grab. Tagging up is Santos. The sacrifice fly has Cuba in front, 2-1 in the 5th. Hebert, ground ball right side and through. He's barking at the dugout as he extends Cuba's lead. 2 score, and it's 4-1. The throw down to third does get a second out to pay it off. Strike 3 swinging. For the first time since 2006, Cuba's headed to the semifinals of the World Baseball Classic.
Armando Mandy Johnson had a message for his ball club after the 0-2 start in Pool A. It's not about who's not here. It's about the men that I have in this clubhouse, the talent, the belief, the fight coming down from 0-2.
3-2. And a curve is low. So Wainwright has walked in a run. Cuba still has not gotten the ball out of the infield. Moncada pulls that one sharply into right field. That's going to be a hit for Yoan Moncada. The Bats will play it back in. Leadoff double. Ibanez up the middle on the ground, and it goes through. Base hit right between Anderson and Turner. So Moncada has scored.